Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. Okay, so this video is, I don't even have a title for it yet as I'm recording, but I know what I want to talk about. I went through a pretty tough weekend emotionally. I was dealing with someone from my past, and it wasn't a good situation. I'll just put it that way. It's not someone that I want in my life. Although I did think at one point I did want this person in my life, I don't. There's a lot that's happened with this person, and this person is definitely toxic, and not someone that I need to be associated with in any way. But sometimes your emotions get the best of you, and when you're not thinking completely clearly, you can allow someone that's toxic and not good for you to get into your head and basically make you feel negatively about yourself and make you feel inadequate, or all of the things that we might feel, or the ways that we beat ourselves up when something doesn't go our way, or when a relationship doesn't work out, or any of those things. So that's kind of what was going on with me, and I really thought that I wouldn't record videos at all this week, and I thought that I would just take a break from everything, to be honest. But I know that I can't allow myself to be that messed up over anyone. And the reason I'm saying this is because it took a lot for me to get to where I am right now, both physically, emotionally, mentally, to love myself the way that I do now, to create this lifestyle for myself that's healthy and positive, and to make my life worth living for myself took a lot of work. And it's not something that I'm willing to risk for anyone. And that includes anyone from my past that just isn't good for me, whether that's a friend that I no longer can be around due to things that I don't agree with that they do, or just them being negative, whether it's a guy from my past that is just wrong for me. There's just a lot. There's a lot that I have to prioritize in my life. And prioritizing a person into my life that's toxic and negative for what I am going through right now is not going to work. I realized that this weekend. I had a really, really rough couple of days, to the point where I was questioning everything. I was questioning why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. I was questioning the way that I live my life. I was questioning my YouTube channel. I was questioning everything. For what? For this person who doesn't matter, really, in the grand scheme of things. And hopefully down the line or whatever, I will look back at this video and I will look back at this moment and realize how insignificant this situation was in my life, and how insignificant this person ultimately is in my life. So the thing that I will say, and I believe this really strongly, is that when you are on a journey like I am, losing weight, for example, when you're bettering yourself, when you are trying to have a relationship with yourself and to appreciate yourself and to have a direction in your life. So whatever that may be, whatever goals that you may have. I have so many goals. This just happens to be at the top of my list right now. You have to surround yourself with people that not only support your goals, not only support your direction in life, but people that are encouraging and supportive and positive. You have to surround yourself with those kind of people. The reason that this is so important is because those that you choose to have around you in your circle can influence you both in a negative way or a positive way. So if I choose to surround myself with friends or even family members or a significant other that doesn't support my journey, that isn't supportive, isn't encouraging, isn't positive, and doesn't provide me that support that I need when times are tough, or that that, I don't know how to explain it, but basically being that person. Like, I have my friends who I'm very thankful for. And these friends, I can talk to them about anything, and I can go to them when I'm having an issue, and they can do two things for me. Well, they listen to me, that's for one, but they offered me advice that's real. They don't sugarcoat anything for me, and they put me back on the direction and in the path that I need to be. So if they need to give me a reality check about what's really going on, about how I really need to be thinking about something, they do that. And they're also encouraging and positive, and they remind me of who I am. They remind me of what I'm capable of. Everyone needs that. Everyone needs that. So if that's for you is a friend, sorry, the radio. If that for you is a friend, if that for you is a family member, hold on to those people really, really tightly, because those are people that are extremely important to have around. They're extremely, not only important, but they're a necessary part of life. They're a necessary part of a journey. And everybody needs someone, during the tough times. And although this weight loss journey for me has a lot of lonely parts and a lot of parts that I just have to deal with on my own, and get through, whether that's my mental state and like my negative self-talk, or issues that I have, the way that I look at food, or whatever it may be. There's certain battles that I do fight on my own, and I fight them and I get through them and I'm successful. And there's other battles that I need all the help I can get, and I need to vent, and I need to talk about it, and I need to get a different perspective. And that's when I reach out to my friends, and that's when I reach out to my family, and they help me, and sometimes you really do need that, whether it's your friends or it's your therapist or whatever it may be. I don't have a therapist, but my friends are my friends, they're my family, they're my therapists. Like, there's so many things, and I'm so thankful for that. So I'm thankful for the friends that I have that really are responsible for this video, because if you would have asked me 2 days ago and if I would be recording a video for Monday, my answer would have been no. And my answer would have been, I'm not recording a video ever again, or, until further notice. That's the way that I felt these past couple of days. And it was a horrible feeling. It was a horrible feeling questioning my self-worth. It was a horrible feeling doubting myself, because of someone, just horrible. That's all I'll say. Having negative, toxic people in your life will make you question a lot of things about your life. And this is why I'm encouraging all of you, whether you're on a weight loss journey or any journey, living life and dealing with ups and downs of life is hard enough. Oh, I'm like, what is this? It's my brain. Living life and dealing with the ups and downs that, get thrown our way while we're trying to better ourselves, while we're, getting our education and getting a career and all of the things that, we all do in our lives. It's hard enough to do those things as is. It's even harder to do those things when you add negative people and toxic people to your circle. So my suggestion, my advice, something that I'm doing, something that I have done since I started my weight loss journey in December, is to slowly pick and choose who I want around me, who I choose to communicate with, who I want in my inner circle, and who I surround myself with. I'm not telling you to go through everyone and just start eliminating people, but you really have to take a look at who you choose as your friends, and who you choose as your partner in life, and who you choose, and what family you choose to surround yourself with. Because just because someone has the title of family, or someone has the title of your significant other or a friend, does not mean that that person doesn't have the capability of being toxic in your life. I have had family members in the past that have been toxic. I've had friends that have been toxic, and I've also have dated someone toxic. Not obviously they didn't start out toxic and everything was okay, but at some point you realize that being around this person makes you feel horrible about yourself, makes you just not feel good. You start changing, your personality just changes, and you start feeling less of yourself, and you in this emotional, stressful state of mind, and it's not healthy to be there. So unfortunately, a lot of times, even though we may have feelings for someone, or we may think that something was supposed to work out, or whatever we had in our minds just isn't reality. So I had a certain picture in my mind of somebody, and it just didn't work out the way that I thought that it would. And it was hard to accept. It was hard to kind of come to terms with that, with the fact that this person is toxic and this person doesn't deserve to be in my life. But once I was able to get there, now it didn't take me 2 days to get there, but I did go through 2 days of pretty much hell emotionally in order to get here. Like, I thank God that today I'm not the way that I was 2 days ago. That's all I can say. I've had it was tough, because in the 2 days, like, I questioned my self-worth. I questioned so many things that are upsetting that I can't believe, almost like it's shocking that I would get so far in my journey and accomplish so much and actually have a moment where I question my self-worth, and I question things like that, and I question my accomplishments and what I've done for myself because of someone. It's moments like these that teach you to be stronger, teach you that you can overcome way more than you think you can, and also teach you that just because you think someone was supposed to be in your life, or things were supposed to be a certain way, that things are not always the way that we think that they are, and the people that sometimes we want in our lives are not the best for our lives. They're just not. And if you learn to accept that there's just times where you have to let some people go, your life will be better for it. Even in the moment where it doesn't feel like it's better, it doesn't feel good to lose anyone. It doesn't feel good to feel a sense of rejection, or to feel that you have to start over, or you have to remove people that you're so used to having in your life. But it doesn't feel good right away. But later on, it feels good. Later on, you start to feel this sense of you did the right thing. And I know specifically for this one particular person, I know that not having this person in my life is the right thing. Even though it was like something painful to accept, I know that I've been through a lot with this person, and just like, it's a lot. It was a lot to handle and a lot to deal with, having to have this person come back into my life, and then to basically deal with having to remove this person again from my life. To have to remove the same person 2 times, or get over the same situation 2 times. It's just, it's kind of like me during my weight loss, and when I had lost weight before in the past and then regained it. Oh, that feeling is the worst. Regaining weight that you already lost and having to lose it again, having to get yourself in that mindset to lose weight again after you've already done it, that's the worst. So having to get rid of someone from your life that's toxic, and having to do it again, like twice with the same person, it's not good. But I know that after the first time that I got rid of this person, from my life, I felt so much better. I felt free. I felt happy, and my heart didn't feel heavy anymore. So I know that I'll get there again. It's just a little bit of a process, and it'll be some work. What getting rid of this particular toxic person taught me is that I need to work on my self-worth a little bit more. I need to increase my self-love, and really not let it be something that I ever question. So for no reason should you or should I ever question my self-worth because of another person. the love that I have for myself because of another person or anything. So no circumstance and no person should ever make you feel less than what you are, should ever make you feel that you don't deserve something or you don't deserve to be happy and have healthy relationships and a healthy outlook in life. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. Nobody deserves to go through that emotionally. Nobody deserves to be toyed with or to be played in that way. And just, it's wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. I hope that I have never hurt anyone or emotionally messed someone up, because it does not feel good to have your emotions toyed with by someone else. But above all, there may be times in life that people have a total disregard for you and your feelings and everything that you stand for and everything that you're about. But the thing that has to be constant and the thing that has to be solid and secure is how you react to those situations in your life. That's one. And to understand that your love for yourself does not come from anyone else, is not reliant on someone else's opinion of you, and that self-love should be able to carry you through the toughest of times. So I'm going to be increasing and working on building my self-love even more than I have. I thought that I was strong. I thought that I had reached a point where nothing can shake me and nothing could break me. But these past 2 days have showed me that I still need to work on that. And I still need to work on myself, on my vision of myself and the way I view myself and my self-worth, because I was really shaken. The past 2 days, I was really shaken. I was emotionally messed up. And had I built my self-worth and my self-love to the point where it is unbreakable, I would not be feeling this right now. I might still feel emotional and I might still think about things, but I won't question who I am. I won't question my path in life and, what I don't have or what's wrong with me, or going into those horrible negative thoughts that no one really should. You should never go into that place of asking what's wrong with you or what you don't have to offer or any of those things, because the answer is there's nothing wrong with you. And the answer is you have everything to offer to anyone and more. You just have to find the right person for you that will not only help you grow, but that would support any positive thing that you're doing in your life, and also be in a place in their own life that they're on a positive journey and they're, willing to grow for themselves and love themselves. Because when you find someone that truly loves themselves and truly knows their self-worth, and you yourself love yourself and you know your self-worth, those two people won't take the time to hurt each other. They won't take the time to make anyone else feel bad, because they don't feel bad about themselves, and they don't feel that they have to take out their shortcomings or their feelings about their shortcomings on anyone else. When you're full and you're complete and you're whole, there's just not a lot of space to hurt anyone, and kindness just pours out of you, because there's everything to say about being kind and not hurting other people. I try to live my life the best way possible, the best way that I know how. And I try to be kind to everyone that I encounter. I try not to hurt the people in my life. And if I ever have, I'm more than willing to apologize for it and just understand that, it's just not right. You can't do that to someone. You can't do that to people. It's not cool to be a horrible person. It's not cool to bring negativity to someone else's life or to be toxic to someone else's life. It's just not right. And because there are toxic people in the world and there are people that are negative, that's where you come in, and that's where I had to step in and decide what I want for my life and who I want in my life. And if someone is not adding value to my life, they're taking away from my life, and they're taking away from everything that I'm doing and distracting me off of this journey that I'm on. And this is a journey that has made me so happy. I've never been happier in my life. I've never been more fulfilled or more proud of myself than I am now. And for me to allow someone that isn't worth any of this to come into my life and to mess with my progress is quite frankly stupid on my part. And I'm glad that I realized that, and I'm glad that I was able to accept that this person is not right for my life, and eliminate the person out of my life and be able to move on. That's what I'll say. So that's all I have to say about that. I really hope that when you are evaluating who you choose to surround yourself with, whether that's friends, family, significant others, or whatever it may be, please understand that the people that you choose to surround yourself with do make a difference in your life. They can have a major impact on your life, whether that's negative or positive. So choose to surround yourself with positive people that are not toxic, that are supportive and encouraging and want better things for you. And they're not mad at you progressing and bettering your life, and they're not hating on your successes, and they're encouraging them, and they're applauding for you, and they're there through all the good that's happening in your life. You want to surround yourself with people that want you to be better and want to see you change your life, not people that are happy with you staying where you are, because misery does love company, and you never know who around you is being toxic and wants you to just stay at a level where they're comfortable, because then they don't have to look at their own lives and they don't have to improve on their own lives, even though they're in their own miserable state. So please evaluate who you surround yourself with, and surround yourself only with the best, because you deserve the best, and you deserve to know that you are worth every effort that you make to better your life, and you are worth every effort that it takes to understand your self-worth and to truly love yourself, and not allow anyone to shake you in a way where you question anything about your life that you're doing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.